This is your teacher, Jenny. Join me for another topic. This time we're talking about writing standard equation with a point given as your ellipse passes through. Okay, so let us now start with our first example. So here we have endpoints of major axis at 4, 3, and 4, -7, and passing through 8 over 5 and -5. So first, we are going to identify the orientation, and then we also need the center, and then we need our A so that we can have our A squared. We also need the B so that we can have our B squared. So next, let's now identify the orientation. So since we have here on the major axis, we have the same value of our x. So that means to say that our orientation here is vertical. And then we have here 4, 3, and 4, -7 on the major axis. We can get the center of that one by simply having our different values here added. So we have 3 and then plus -7. Divide that by 2 because we're getting the center of the axis or the y values. So this is now -4 over 2, or this is equal to -2. So writing now the center, we just have to copy our common value on x. So we have 4. And then we also have to copy the y value, which is -2, as the result in computing the middle value for the y. So next one, we will be solving for A since we have the major axis. So solving for A, we have that one as different values, which are 3, and then we also have on the center. By the way, I'm talking about different values of the center, and so with our major axis or the vertex there, so we have that one as 3 and then -2. We can have -2 minus 3, or we can have 3 minus -2 on that one, or we can have the -2 on the center, on the y value of the center, and then minus that one with 3. That will give us -5. And then drop down the negative because we're getting the positive value for that one. So our A here is 5. Our A squared is 25. We cannot look for B yet because we don't have the minor axis endpoints. So all we have to do is to simply make use of our standard equation, in which that is vertical in orientation. So we have that as x minus h squared over our B squared plus y minus k squared over A squared. That's equal to 1. So we plug in using the points also here as the values of your x and y. So our x here is 8 over 5 minus our h on the center, which is 4, and then squared over B squared, which is unknown, plus y on the point there, which is -5, and then minus our k there, which is -2, and then we square that one, and then we divide that by 25. That's equal to 1. So let's try to move here at the top. Simplifying 8 over 5 minus 4, we just get the LCD, that is 5, and then we divide the LCD by the denominators of each. So we have 5 divided by 5, that will be 1 times 8, that's 8. And then we have here on 4, this is understood with 1 as a denominator. So 5 divided by 1, that's 5, times 4, that's 20. We have a minus in there, so that should be minus 20. And then we square that one. And then we have over B squared for that one. And then we have plus -5 minus -2, that will make it -5 plus 2. So we have that one as -3, and then we square over 25 equal to 1. So after this one, we are to square the top. So we have here 8 minus 20, that will be -12. And then we are to divide that by 5 and then square that one over B squared. And then plus -3 squared, that is 9 over 25, that's equal to 1. Simplifying this one, -12 squared, that is 144, over 5 squared, that's 25, all over B squared. And then we have here plus 9 over 25, that's equal to 1. So after that one, we are going to um, get the LCD and then multiply that one to all of the terms there on our equation. So our denominator on the first one is b squared, on the other one is 25. So our LCD there is 25b squared. So we have here 144 over 25. We're copying our fraction, and then over b squared times b squared times 25. That will be 25b squared. And then we have here plus 9 over 25 times 25b squared, and that will be equal to 1 times 25b squared. So simplifying that one, b squared will be canceled out. So we have it as 144 over 25 times 25. And then plus, we cancel 25 here, so we have 9b squared, and then that will be equal to 25b squared. So next one, we have here simplifying that one, we have 144 times 25. This will be canceled out, and so with that one, we have 144. This will be canceled out because I forgot to mention that 144 is divided by 25. Once we multiply that one by 25, that will be canceled out. So what is left here is 144, and then we're adding 9b squared. That will be equal to 25b squared. So combining like terms, this will be moved to the other side so that we can have a positive b squared there. So this is now 144. That will be equal to 25b squared minus 9b squared. We're subtracting 25 and 9, so that will be now equal to 16. So we have 144, that's equal to 16b squared, and then we divide this by 16 to get our b squared. So we have 144 divided by 16, that is equal to 9. So our b squared here is 9. So we can now write our standard equation since we have now the b squared there is 9, so our b is 3. So writing the standard equation will follow this one here because that is vertical. So we have it as x minus our h, which is 4, squared over b squared, that is 9, and then plus y minus k, which is negative 2. So this will become positive 2 squared over a, which is a squared, which is 25, and that will be equal to 1.